Who is the businessman of the Bible? Unmute yourself so everybody in Zoom can hear it. Everyone say God is a businessman.
God is
a businessman.
Man, if you ever wanted to learn business, the best person to hook up with is the one that invented it. He didn't accept excuses for a lack of productivity. Watch the mindset you are about to catch. Master, I know you have high standards and hate careless ways, that you demand the best and make no allowances for error. This is what the lazy servant is saying. I was afraid I might disappoint you, so I found a good hiding place and secured your money. Here it is, safe and sound to the last cent. Somebody tell me what you hear from this. I'm going to ask Audrey. Audrey, read that passage again. Read that passage for us again.
The servant given 1,000 said, Master, I know you have high standards and hate careless ways, that you demand the best and make no allowances for error. I was afraid I might disappoint you, so I found a good hiding place and secured your money. Here it is, safe and sound down to the last cent.
All right, so let me ask y'all a question. What do you all hear in this? What do you all see in this passage that we didn't look at last night?
Fear.
Fear.
He didn't do anything. He was afraid, so he didn't do anything.
He didn't do anything. Let me put it back up here too. And everything you're saying is right. Let's dig into this. Watch this. Listen to what he said. I know you have high standards and hate careless ways, that you demand the best and make no allowances. But hold on. All right, so let me come out of my share so I can get my camera back. That was crazy. That never happened before. All right, so yes.
How about he made assumptions?
Oh, Eric, now we're getting warm. Now we're getting warm. Let's go back to that. He's making, but what is that assumption? If you go a little bit deeper, watch this. Is he making an assumption? Yes, he is. But also, what else is he making?
An excuse?
Yes, he's making excuses. He's making up excuses right now for why he didn't do anything. And he's actually putting it on the businessman.
Yeah.
That's what he's doing. Okay, so look,
so
I know
he's diverting in his excuse. So it's more than an excuse. It's deflecting from why he did not do what he was supposed to do. So it's a deflection kind of, I didn't do it, but I didn't do it because I know of your standards.
Because of you. Oh,
yeah.
Yeah. And that's pretty deep. That's pretty deep.
The deflection projection.
What's that?
The deflection projection. He made
he's on the deflection protection plan, but it didn't work. It didn't work.
He was placing blame on someone else instead of taking his own accountability for not doing it.
Yeah. And this is why, if you go back, for those of you that are just coming in, welcome. There's a whole lot that you might have missed, but you'll be able to track with us as we move into this next part. We have gone through 7 principles so far from the businessman of the Bible, God being the businessman in Matthew 25. This will be available on recording at some point, but let's go back to this man making excuses. But also, so that's what I see it as. He says something here that I highlighted, that you demand the best and make no allowances for error. Let me ask you all a question. Does God make allowances for error?
Yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Does God, from the beginning, the time you were born and started walking, does God make allowances for error, for you to fail?
Yeah.
He already knows you're going to fail. He already, as a matter of fact, God has said, some of y'all not failing fast enough. You're not failing fast enough. You're not failing enough to succeed. So this man was projecting something that wasn't even true. And I'm going to show it to you in the scripture in a way that you have never seen it before. And from this, you will not have an excuse. And this will probably fire you up to say, okay, I got to do it. I got to do what I need to do. And God's going to give you the time to do it. But let's dig into that, because that right there, man, I was reading that today. I said, okay, he's deflecting he's blaming the businessman for why he didn't do what he's going to do. Watch this. It said the master was furious. What was he?
Furious.
I took it away so you can't read the rest yet. But let me ask you, he was furious. And the reason why he was fearful, why wouldn't he be?
Yeah.
After realizing what this wicked and slothful servant is doing.
Yeah.
But watch this. I don't know if you've ever read this before. So there's two parts to this. The master was furious. He said that is a terrible way to live. It's criminal to live cautiously like that. I don't know if y'all can feel that, man, but that is scary to me. This is God saying it is criminal to live cautious like that. To be afraid, so afraid to make a mistake that you didn't even try.
Yeah.
See, it's one thing if the man tried and failed. You know, that master would have felt different towards him trying and failing. But not only did you not try, you didn't give yourself a shot, and then you blamed it on me as the reason why you didn't do anything. He said it's criminal to live cautiously like that. If you knew I was after the best, why did you do less than the least? Less than the least. The least you could have done would have been to invest the sum of money with the bankers, where I would have at least gotten a little interest. The thing that when I leave this passage here, because we're going to go to a next piece, is that I want you to understand something about God that I don't think, there's different translations of the Bible for a different reason. But this master that is furious, keep in mind who the businessman is. But everyone say God is a businessman.
God is
a businessman.
He was furious because the person didn't try, and then made excuses and then blamed him. Sometimes people think God didn't give me what he gave somebody else. Yeah, he didn't. He didn't give the one that he gave 1 talent to 5 talents. He didn't. But that means he's not responsible for 5 talents. To whom much is given, much is required. Some people be wanting more. Man, you shouldn't even be wanting more responsibility if you're not able to take care of the responsibility you've been given.